Good afternoon to you. In association with GT Mortgages, you're watching Stranraer FC Live. I'm Laurence Nelson. I'm here at Stair Park alongside Brian Martin. Today's match in the Cinch Scottish League 2, Stranraer versus Annan Athletic. We welcome fans of both sides who are watching this afternoon. Let's bring you the teams ahead of kick-off. There's still about 10 minutes till kick-off. Stranraer line-up is unchanged from the starting 11 at Boroughbriggs Elgin last Saturday. So Curtis Lyle in goals. Front of Curtis, Sean McIntosh, Scott Robertson, Craig Ross, Sean Burns, Kieran Miller, Grant Gallagher, Matty Yates, Josh Walker, Dean Hawkshaw and Paul Woods. On the Stranraer bench this afternoon, Luke Scullion, Rory Langan, Ayrton Sonker, Joe Moore, Ross Irving and Josh Rennie. Annan Athletic side, well, they make 3 changes from the side which lost to Forfar last week. In come Charlie Barnes, Owen Moxon back after suspension and Ian Anderson. Out go Steele, Hunter and Goss, with Lewis Hunter and Tommy Goss on the bench. That makes the Annan line-up. In goals, the familiar figure of Greg Fleming, Charlie Barnes, Jordan Loden, Owen Moxon, Matty Douglas, Stephen Swinglehurst, Tony Wallace, Dominic Doherty, Aidan Smith, Ian Anderson and Chris Johnson. And on the Annan bench, sub-keeper Ryan Anderson, Kyle Fleming, Charlie Birch, Lewis Hunter, Jack Purdue, Robert McCartney and Tommy Goss. And the referee this one, Brian, familiar figure, Lloyd Wilson. We've had him a few times in recent season. Now, we will have silence at the start of the game. Sadly, 4 deaths. Former Stranraer assistant manager Ali Dawson, Stuart Binney, who was a former Stranraer player, Leo Sprott, a former Stranraer committee man, and John Graham, a fan of many years and a former sponsor of the club. So sad to see these guys passing away, Brian, and it's nice that the club's paying tribute to them ahead of today's game.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a round of applause, Laurence.
And you can hear stadium announcer Mike McLean there announcing the minute's applause for the 4 gentlemen who have passed away. We'll just keep quiet now while that minute's applause gets underway. Grant Gallagher and Matty Douglas. In fact, it's Stephen Swinglehurst, the Annan captain. Shake hands in the middle. Back down the middle. Scott Robertson heads, Hawkshaw, Gallagher, all 6s and 7s at the moment.
Yeah, very scrappy for Stranraer.
Look at this.
Very scrappy.
And that's a goal.
I mean, Annan deserve that.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know,
12 and a half minutes played.
All over the place.
And a lovely shot, low shot from Chris Johnson. Curtis Lyle never get close to that, Brian.
Yeah.
And as you say, that's pretty much deserved for Annan. So Chris Johnson, 12 minutes in, puts Annan Athletic ahead at Stair Park.
Again, scrappy play in the middle of the park with Stranraer, giving Annan every chance, and the boy took the chance, you know. Lovely strike.
Yep, Stranraer 0, Annan Athletic 1. Chris Johnson lines the spray to keep the 2 walls apart, if you can call Paul Woods a wall in his own right. Josh Walker, and hits the post.
Very unfortunate.
Very unlucky, Josh Walker. Free kick from 19 yards out, goes against the post. Let off for Annan this time. And so 3.5 minutes injury time played at Stair Park, Brian. But the real talking point in this half is that Annan lead 1-0 through Chris Johnson's 12th minute goal. Poor first half from Stranraer.
Well, it's a big team talk from Jamie Harm and dressing room in this 15 minutes, Laurence. You know, I mean, Stranraer haven't been the races.
Doesn't feel to me as if it's changes needed. It's just that the players have been doing so well, haven't really started.
No, I mean, I think, as I said in commentary, they're waiting for things to happen. You know, they've got to do things themselves. You know, and I'm quite sure Jimmy will be saying that to come on, guys. You know, let's get things happening here. So half time at Stair Park, Stranraer 0, Annan Athletic 1. Rejoin us for the second half. Like to see Stranraer up the tempo a wee bit.
Yeah, that's not something they've done in the game at all so far. Up the tempo. Here come
This
Annan
guy's been
again.
given the freedom of Stair Park.
Absolutely
It's
dreadful
really
defending.
poor defending, Mr.
Terrible
Raleigh.
defending. Aidan Smith must think
Really,
it's his
really
birthday.
Poor defending for Stranraer. I mean, he was just allowed to roam Stair Park. On you go, guy, score, and he did.
So as I was about
Really
to say there,
poor defending.
Aidan Smith must think it's his birthday.
Yeah,
Brian.
that was really
Given an opportunity like that.
Yeah.
No challenge whatsoever came in as Smith ranged forward into the Stranraer box, and easiest of chances for him
They're
to beat
just looking-
Curtis Lyle.
Stranraer defence is looking at each other there, and that is the worst possible start for Stranraer in the second half.
I'll tell you what,
Worst.
I would have expected Stranraer to come out like
Yeah,
the proverbial
that
chain in the
was,
second half, and they haven't. You know, there was never any
That's what I'm
sign.
saying, Laurence. Had to up the tempo, didn't. And I mean, as I say, he was given the freedom of Stair Park.
Second half.
Oh, that's poor.
That was
again.
poor from Sean
Sean
Burns. Here come Annan again, Owen Moxon. Ball out left to Tony Wallace. Wallace, I thought he was going to feed Moxon there,
Yeah, Moxon had all the room in the world.
and here he does now, yeah.
Yeah.
Possibly should have done it sooner, but still the danger there. And that's a topper of a goal.
Surely
from
should be
Owen
closed
Moxon.
again. Defenders,
Yeah.
defence-wise, shocking. You know, not
Absolutely
closed, not
shocking.
closed down.
Yeah.
You know, terrible defending for Stranraer. Not closing. All 3 goals could have been prevented, Laurence.
Yep.
You know,
They had plenty of time
They-
to stop that ball going to Moxon in the first place. Moxon got the ball, picked his spot, topper a shot, you have to say, from Owen Moxon.
yeah. But
And the game is beyond Stranraer now.
they've been getting the freedom of Stair Park. You know, coming forward. Again, shocking. I thought it was shocking defending.
Well, I'd said to you in the run-up that, you know, Wallace could have fed Moxon.
Yeah.
He hesitated, but still he was given time to feed him a second time. Have to say, though, absolutely top-class finish from Moxon.
Down at the moment, which I'm afraid to say.
The highlight at the moment is a
Eh.
lovely rainbow behind the approach end, I have to say. It's certainly not, you know, there's nothing at the end of the rainbow for Stranraer at
This,
the
I
moment.
mean, this
Look
performance.
at that,
is-
that's terrible.
This performance is night and day from Elgin last week, Laurence. Night and day.
But after that, 3 points at
That's
Stair
it.
Park is a tonic
3
for them.
points
So
to
full time
Annan.
at Stair
Very
Park.
easy 3 points.
Stranraer 0, Annan Athletic 3. Brian, we've talked about what a good afternoon it was for Annan from a Stranraer point of view.
Well,
What about
I don't like to be critical of Stranraer, Laurence, but I've seen no positives at all today. You
No.
know, it was a poor performance. Lost the first goal, and I mean, it seemed to be game over after that. We came back into it in the first half a wee bit, but we huffed and puffed, never created nothing. You know, as I say, bright spots probably. Matty Yates tried his best up front. Thought Ross did okay at the back. Couldn't blame the keeper for any of the goals, but the defence or midfield, they didn't stop the goals.
Hard to pick out a positive when you've lost 3-0 at home in your first league game of the season, Brian.
Yeah.
Needs to be so much better from Stranraer. And full time at Stair Park, Stranraer 0, Annan Athletic 3. You've been listening to Laurence Nelson and Brian Martin. George Frank and Colin Ferguson were the technicians behind the scenes for us this afternoon. And our thanks to our sponsors, GT Mortgages. Thank you very much for watching.